So what is going on, everybody? Welcome again to the channel. And new video means this ain't gonna be a new Funko Pop review. It's gonna be like uh it's a review about the boxes of the Funko Pop, because some collectors are conscious on their Funkos, buying the first release Funko Pops just like this here. We're going to talk about, should you get the OG boxes instead of the re-release? Just like here in the Spider-Man, here is the first release. In my opinion, this ain't the first release. I feel like it's 2013. So the release on this pop is like in the 2014, year 2014. However, it got the head on the underneath. Unlike the re-release Funko Pop, this is released in the 2017. There you go, because the Spider-Man number 03 has been like re-releasing like crazy, man. It's like many re-releases, so it doesn't get much, higher of the value. And here in the back, if you're gonna have the red skull has been skyrocket up the price, and it's extremely hard to find. And in my opinion, so let's get right into it. So let's compare between the two. Between the two is like uh, the differences of the two in the within the Funko Pop. The figure is like much more different to each other. Well, the OG box, it's quite the red of the red. If you're gonna look at it, it's like the reddish and the color of the blue in the body. It's much more lighter if you're gonna compare it to the re-release Funko Pop. And this is how you're gonna know when it's the OG release. The warning labels beneath is like very clean, and not like the new releases. Like in here, for example, it's like the new release already, so it's gonna be like that. And it's like the OG Funko releases is like very satisfying for me. And some collectors are very conscious about it. So if ever a Funko Pop uh high up in skyrocketed the value, the first release will be the ones who's gonna sell at that price. And the resale val the re the restock Funko Pop is not gonna sell at that price, in my opinion. That's my like the situation that's been happening here in our country. I don't know if it's like in the other countries whatsoever. And this is the most satisfying part. If your Funko is like the OG, it's gonna have some head in the underneath, and it's very nice and satisfying because it's very clean, unlike the new releases. And this, I'm gonna show you what the re-release Funko or figure, the differences is the Spider-Man is much more darker comparing to the this is the problem with, if you have boss protectors, it's fitted as hell in your Funko. And look at that. This is the 2017 re-release, and there you go. The pop is much more it's like dark as hell though. It's dark. Let's take out the box for you all to see, and for you all to see though. hmm Man, it's gonna took some time, so I'm sorry about that. There you go. It's like the Spider-Man. I wish I have some. Uh, this is how it looks if you're gonna have the re-releases. It's the body's like quite dark, and I like to the first release. I took care of this so much because this is expensive as hell. If you're gonna buy OG boxes here in the Philippines, it's gonna work doubles of the restocks. Because in the restocks, just like in anime, back then, One Piece has been like selling like so expensive, man. I mean, like no, Nico Robin going for 1,700. and Boa Hancock going for 2,500. That was the craziest era of that time during pandemic that I will remember. So it was I didn't really expected, and I thought One Piece would be become Grail because of you know it's already hard to find, lack of restocks, and the prices was been going up. So imagine if I've already sold all of them, I can still buy like for a retail price. So in my opinion, if you're an OG or conscious collector, you might as well get the OG boxes first releases, because if you're like a seller, you want to resell your Funko Pops, you should get the first release, bro. Because the first release, if the value or PPG goes up, the first release will be the ones who's gonna sell in that price, and their stocks won't probably sell at that price. So in my opinion, get the first release, and first release Funko Pops are very satisfying. So I mean, there's some people talk about that. So I have here Naruto. I have here Naruto OG. I wouldn't know if I'm gonna try to sell it here. Naruto OGs, OGs 2016 release. Just like in the we're gonna talk about the Naruto Sage Mode and Six Path right here. This already are the re-release versions. So the PPG in the Sage Mode, if you have the GameStop stickers and first release Funko, it can sell up to 4,500, and these ones it can sell into 3,500. So if you're gonna buy the like pre-release, it's gonna be much more cheaper. And the advantage of having the restocks is, if you're like just a collector, you appreciate it. Every part of the Funko, in my opinion, just get the Funko if you're just a collector just like me and would like to just have the pop, and have some sentimental value on it. Every time you see, you got some comfort. That's why you buy Funko. Get the satisfaction and all that. So my opinion, doesn't matter if you have the OGs, but if you have some standards on having getting that Funko, go get it. And anytime soon, I wish I might gonna get some Red Skulls, and maybe the thing in Red Skull is, which I've known is going for really really expensive. And there you go again, comparison of the OG. This is also OG too, if it's gonna be in that version. However, it's much more OG of the release Funko Pops. So that's pretty much everything that we just talked about. I hope you all have a good ones of the version of your Funko Pops, and I wish anytime soon, they could get up higher in value, so we can like sell it to resell it, have some profit, have some allowance for you all to buy another kind of line of Funko. So this is 83 again. Signing out. I hope you all interested, if you're curious about that, I just share my opinion. So this is 83 sign out. Peace.